Hey, I'm ElusiveKev, and welcome to iRacing and the Indy 500. As this is my first attempt at trying it, and I've already done a rookie mistake. I actually meant to go quite wide through the short shifts between 1 and 2 and then rejoin to really maximise your speed onto this back straight. So this is not the best qualifying run that you will see, and this is a setup which is pretty stable but perhaps not the fastest. Didn't really try and adjust too many settings either when I probably should have, but especially on the toe and the camber, and maybe taking out some more wing as well. As you will see in set of gear, we're just going to be launching it for 4 laps, as we have to do 4 laps to qualify for the Indy 500, and then your time is decided by the 4 lap average, those 4 laps, and you'll see it is very close throughout the whole of the field for qualifying. As even 1,000th of a second can launch you up 10 places or down 10 places depending on how it falls. But on this first lap, you know, it's all right. It's normally that 3 is my best lap, or 2 is my best lap on these 4 lap runs, and then the 4th lap I'm kind of holding on slightly. So the first lap we're just trying to get up to that speed that we want, and that is not too impressive at all. That is a 40.3 in there, so we aiming for 3s to be consistent, the 40.3s, but that's not the best start at all. But it does get a bit better on this second lap, as you didn't really trim out the cars, as I said, take out too much ring for these runs when we probably should have. As the top guys were aiming for around the 40 flats, you know, to be in the top split, or 40.1s to be right up there. And you will see at the end of this, I was very much slower, as it is just all about tens, hundreds, thousandths of seconds on that oval. Has that's a much better. Look at that second set. That's what we want to do, 40.3. So let's see what we can do. Much better start already, as Freeze corners trying to carry as much speed as I want in turn 2. That was the issue on this qualifying run, as you can see, launched out wide. That really did cost us at least a 10th on this lap. Otherwise we'd be matching our previous lap, and then, as I said, in the overall average, that really does reduce it, or make it higher, should I say, and reduce our chance of being up in a higher split, as there's going to be hundreds of people racing each. There are 4 different occasions when you could race the Indy 500. There'll be at least 500 people on each attempt, and so you've got 33 drivers in the field, so you know you're thinking of at least around 15 splits. And so on qualifying, depending on how well we do, we hopefully be in the top half of those splits, you know, at least 7th or 8th in the splits. And for this qualifying effort, I didn't expect to be there at all. As you've seen, we've lost time again during turn 2, kind of holding on, trying to use our rate jacket there. You'll see that in the middle, the dash at the bottom, plus 20 for the most part, now around plus 16 or 17. As we go towards the line, we see the flag has flown, and that is an average a bit disappointing for us. A 10th off what we were kind of aiming for as an average of 40.3. We did in the 40.4, mid 40.4. That with that poor final lap as well. So not the qualifying run that we wanted for our first attempt at the Indy 500, which has been going on since, I believe, 2010 on iRacing, since the old IR-05. Now with the IR-18, as you can see, we're right in the middle of the pack of qualifying as well. Almost 800 people qualified for the Indy 500. We're just in the top half, so that's not too bad as you go to split 5. Welcome to the iRacing Indy 500, taking part on the Sunday race. There's also been one which has been very early Saturday morning for here in Britain, and in Saturday morning as well, and in Saturday evening, but unfortunately couldn't take part in those races. Covenant just barely timed scheduling wise, and then in the middle Saturday morning race just didn't wake up in time. But this is the Sunday race, mid-afternoon, 200 laps, the greatest spectacle in racing. We're on our IR-18. We're starting 26th, but we're number 32 in the field of 33 in this split. We'll have to find out which split we're in at the end of the race. But the goal of this race is just to make it to the finish. As we get up to engine mode 8, we're going to be fuel saving immediately from the off. As you've got engine mode, just see on my dash, those are the tools I've got to work with in this car. You've got, of course, the gear in the middle, you've got the revs, got my lap time delta to the car in front and behind, the fuel remaining. That would be very important. I'll be aiming for fuel numbers, which will enable me to go around 33, 35 laps. I'm trying to cut off a pit stop, basically, because normally 30 laps, 6 stops in a 200 lap race. I'm trying to aim for around 33, try and make it 5 stops. That's the aim. So I'll be saving right from the off, hopefully be running in the pack as well as you're doing the early part of the stints here. And then tyres fall off around 10 to 15 laps halfway through the stint, and then it'll be tyre saving, fuel saving, preserving until our stop, and hopefully we will make it there. As I'm not got the highest I rating, as you can probably see in the field as well. I'm low down. I'm not sure there's a good split, so we'll see if we can just survive. That is the goal. As you may have heard, I've turned the spot up as well in the background. As here we go, we're preparing then for the race start. I'm not sure about this setup in dirty air and clean air. I'm pretty confident with it. It's not the fastest, but it's stable and I enjoy it. That's what's important. As the pace car's pulled in, and we are underway for hopefully 200 laps. Do not get crazy on this opening lap, just survive. There's like a couple of guys are doing that on the inside as we're backing off early. This first corner, and there's a bump. Are you kidding? Well, that might be our race over then, as we can try and drive it back. But we saw trouble on the inside, cars being very slow and someone going for it in the middle. So this could be a very short 500 then, as we're just going to cruise around at the back. At least you can say we completed the lap then. But all of that practice, all of it gone in the first corner. As I said, it's all about survival, this race. Even in the top split I was watching from yesterday, which Race Spot had shown, only 13 guys finished on the lead lap in the top split out of 33. So there's probably only going to be like 1 or 2 runners at the end of this race, but that's disappointing then. My first Indy 500 over in the blink of an eye. But at least you got to see how it goes into the first corner. Yeah, I'm just annoyed. We'll see I'll show the replay after this. Get some angles for you to see what happened. This pit road is now open. And as you can see, it's already claimed 5 guys, including myself. I'm not continuing, I don't think, with my... I know I did some setting changes before this race to make the car a bit more stable, a bit faster to the towing camber. This is a bit too much though, as it is just busted my suspension, unfortunately. Let's save fuel anyway. Here we go. As they got 2 to green. Never know, they might be able to get a wrench. If they've got AJ4 in the pit garage, get a wrench, bash out the suspension. I'll be back going in like 10 laps time. There's no surprise there, seeing quite a few guys in the lower half of the field top up on fuel. Very important, the fuel game, as I was talking about on that warm-up lap. Not just about survival, it's about strategy. It's about passing as well, overtaking, picking your moments. So we're going to be very cautious into our pit box. Yeah, too much damage, we're done. Well, that's the Indy 500. For some, it lasts a bit less than others. So here we go, full speed, looking at my cars. You can see near the back, quite spread out. But you see going forward into this corner, quite a few cars slow on the inside. So let's see. Oh, the guy behind tried to lunge, went into the back or so on, and I just got collected. So here we go with the pit lane cam. This might be a bit better view heading towards that first corner. Oh, not quite. There you can see just tapping collecting. I don't know why the car bounced there. Bit of weird physics. So here we are looking at the guy who got hit. As you can see, very slow getaway. Been pounced already heading towards the first corner. And incredibly slow. I think it's because there's a guy in front who's going incredibly slow as well. And then bounded from behind. Went into me. It's an all yellow disaster. So we are looking at it from his cockpit view, and as you can see, he's in third gear. I was in fourth, cruising on the outside, then he had to hit the brakes. Unfortunately, it's just all caused by that guy being slow in front. Yeah, not what you want to be looking at. So I certainly know why the issue, why someone was slow. They basically just lagged out netcode. You can see they're very slow, they're very cautious. And you'll see that too, get wiped out from behind, unfortunately. So that's what caused all of this. This guy, unfortunately, having netcode issues. And as you can see, from the view, there you go, he just appears there. And unfortunately, he's just gone at a very slow pace. You've got a couple guys that are slow, and then going towards the bottom line. Fortunately, just caused blockage behind. And that is the unravelling of the mystery. The Indy 500, the end on the opening lap. So you get one final view from the orange and blue car. I hope you enjoyed this mesmerising Indy 500. My first one definitely won't be my last. Like, at least I've got a good goal to aim for next year. Do better than one corner. So we're looking at it from the blue and orange car. You see, just slow down on the inside line. There's the 8. There was the 8. There's a 27 trying to go down the inside as well. Trying to avoid all of the ruckus, but hope you enjoyed my Indy 500 experience. As I said, hopefully next year will be a bit longer, but thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.